What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. To be honest with you, our entire website is shutting down. Yes, Audio Hacks is shutting down and getting a giant revamp. For the next week, you can get any of our kits for 50% off. And you can get the entire production suite for less than the cost of just the Blizzard Storm drum kit, which is our most popular drum kit. And the crazy part is that drum kit is included in this as well. All you got to do is use the code CLOSEOUT in all caps at checkout and it'll be applied. And the reason why the Blizzard Storm drum kit is our most popular is because we have these effect racks in here. For example, this 808 effect rack sounds amazing out of the box. To be 100% transparent with you, all I have on the master is this soft clipper and I haven't even done anything to it. And now what we're going to do is I'm going to go to the 808 channel in this beat and I'm going to delete everything off of it. All right, and all we got to do is double click on this, load it up and press play. Let's hear this. And the sounds in this kit are pretty fire as well. But if you guys want to get some drum kits at a fraction of the price, you have 7 days to use this coupon code for 50% off.
Been savage, so making a lot. Been taking 3 flavors. Shoot the nigga now, we speak later. Uncle Whitney got the Mac with me, hid behind the wall. Dip the bird door, shut up the whole store. Cherry 57 in the back, learning lessons. Cracking, drying, if you ready in a second. 40 chains on, halo. I'm a god nigga, fear a god dog, a rocket nigga. I don't even jog, hanging out the wax sunroof. Pick the nigga off. The meal with the chill bezel. All my phones red, it make me feel special. Banana pill AK, I'm looking real extra. With the top keys, I'm on the green Teslas. So Virgil, right brick on my brick, on my brick. Right brick on my brick. So Virgil, right brick on my brick.
Welcome to our new series of raw, unedited video where I cook up a beat from scratch and you're able to see every single step throughout the process. The only time I'm gonna make cuts is if something starts to waste your time, like if I'm digging through presets for an hour. I'm not gonna make you guys wait through that. And besides that, the only thing we have on the master is a soft clipper. So without any further ado, let's jump right into this. So today the plan is to make some dark, grimy boom bap beats. Think about like Griselda, for instance. And these beats can be simple, so I'm gonna show you guys how you can sprinkle your own little sauce on there and get creative and make these things sound absolutely banging. So let's shoot for 80 BPM and we'll use a minor scale. Let's look for a detuned bell sort of a sound. Let's use this In Memoriam 3. I didn't even realize there was a third one. Let's throw some vinyl distortion plugins on here. I want to try out cassette. In fact, I used to use this preset all the time. Oh yeah. Maybe we'll throw a RC20 on there as well. Why not? I love this preset. Okay, let's turn this down. All right, so we got some bells now. Let's go ahead and get like some piano. I want to do some piano stabs. piano. And we'll just use the regular grand piano and keyscape here. Probably use a D. There we go. In fact, maybe we'll just have it at the very end so it comes in less often. Okay, I like that. And I am going to take a bulk of the lows out of this so that we leave room for our 808s, obviously. So let's listen to this. Because we want to keep that fullness of the sound as well. That should be fine. We can always play with this again later. I might chop out some of these. Leave room for our perks, hi-hats, everything like that. Okay, cool. Next, let's find some noise to put with these as well. So I'm just going to get an audio track in here. And let's see, where do I have some noise samples? Maybe we do this one. Let's see. Let's find like an FX or something. I want this to have like sort of a jazzy feel, so maybe we'll go for a saxophone. Maybe I'm just feeling a sax. What would go with this? Let's see. Okay, maybe we'll check this. Let's see. I don't like this part though. Let's take this. Chop it right there. Where do we want to put it? Let's see. Yeah, that's cool. Maybe we'll even pull this in a little bit. Yeah, maybe something like that. Maybe we got to get it in scale. Let's see. Let's warp it. Go back. Maybe we go up an octave. Let's see. Will it still sound good? That's the real question. Let's try 10 up. Good luck. It actually does sound good. Okay, we might process this differently though. We'll put this down on a different audio track here. It would almost be cool if this is like not as loud too. Maybe we'll add like a little echo onto this. Throw some OTT on here. You ever put two of them on there? Why not put two of them on there? Let's see. Could also do a golf ass. I'm just saying, man, we want to spice this up a little bit. Let's go. And guys, if you don't have golf ass, don't even worry. I'm just going to try to squeeze a little more out of it. Yeah, it just brightens it up a little bit. This is just an AI, so it's doing what it thinks will make it sound better. And we got to put that delay on there as well, so we'll get that replica. This is the delay I like to use. You can use Ableton's delay as well, but this one is so easy and just, yeah, I like it. Let's see how it sounds. Okay, cool. What I want to do is turn the mix all the way up. Might bring the feedback down a little bit. We're going to go ahead and group this. And I'm going to go ahead and create a chain. So basically we have one regular chain without it and one chain with it at 100% mix. And then we can use the volume to dial it in precisely. Let's hear it. Yeah, so we got to turn it down like 7, 8 right off the bat because the first note of that is going to be loud. Yeah, there we go. We can clean this up too, just in case. Oh yeah, we didn't have to do much here. Yeah, that's fine. Now let's start processing the melody a little bit. One thing that I like to do, I'm going to take this from our 808 channels. We're going to put the GM audio ducker on here. So we're going to have this ducking the kick when the kick does come in. And let's go ahead and duplicate this again because we'll have it do it for the snare as well. Just so that we can get those elements to really shine above and we can hear it crispy because we're going to degrade the sound a little bit later. I got some sauce for you guys today. Let's also get an EQ on here. We'll do another fab filter. We'll also get a Shadow Hills mastering compressor. And then also, let's throw another OTT on here just to see if we can squeeze a little... Dude, Ableton's OTT, man. Just squeeze it, baby. Just squeeze it. If it wants to go. What the heck? And just a little bit. Oh, yeah, just like that. Okay. And let's do a little bit of this. Let's go ahead and duplicate this. For this one, let's go ahead and chop out. Basically, this is like, we're never going to allow it to go this low. So we'll just chop out right there. And also, I don't want it to peak above 7K, especially in boom bap beats. But normally, I don't like my melodies to hit above 7K unless it's like a special kind of melody that has a lot of high end. But I like to save that room for my higher elements, like my hi-hats and my percussion, especially in boom bap. I mean, look, at 7K, you probably wouldn't even notice. Let's hear this. Not much difference whatsoever, so. That's better. Let's do that. Okay, I like that spot better. Okay, yeah. What you're going to notice with these boom bap beats is we're going to be doing that. We're going to be moving things off by like a small amount in a couple different places to get some really dope bounce and swing. In fact, let me take this EQ and these duckers off because what we're going to do really quick is we're actually going to render this out. So let's go ahead and make an audio track. This is to save CPU as well as other things. But so what you can do also is you can give it more of a sample feeling by speeding it up and then slowing it down. So maybe we take this to 90 before we render it, and then we take it back down to 80. So let's check this out. Before we do that, though, let's go ahead and warp everything so it doesn't move. So we're just going to warp that. And these should be warped already. We're going to turn this off. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and go resampling. With our audio track, we're going to arm it. We can go ahead and change it back to 90, and nothing should move on us. We're going to press record. We'll set this back to no input. And we can go ahead and close all of this. Boom. We can go ahead and paste these back onto this. There we go. Now let's go ahead and even duplicate another one. So that way we can keep this overlap right here. And then that's how we can go ahead and set it up. Perfect. So now when we go ahead and pull it back to 80, it's going to give us that vintage effect. Let's hear this. In fact, let's go for a more dramatic effect. So let's re-record this at 100 BPM. Go ahead and copy this down. And let's go ahead and drag it back. Let's see if that's more noticeable. Yeah, it definitely gives it a more vintage sort of a feel. Let's start getting some drums in here. Let's go ahead and loop this. And what do we want to start with? I have some kicks that I like for boom bap in here. Let's see. That one's nice and clean sounding. See, this might be in a weird spot, and then we'll put this on. Let's see. Boom. So something like that. So let's go ahead and copy this over. So we got something to start with. We'll turn up the velocities. Let's see. Oh, that's what happened. Okay. Okay, maybe, yeah, let's put this right here as well on the very ends. And that might be it. And what we're going to do with these beats is we're going to be playing with the different notes to see what fits in with everything best, right? Because we're in D minor. I guess it's back to C major, but we're in D minor. And so we're probably going to want our kick to be on D or to be on B sharp or some note around there. But we're going to see what fits in best. See, right here we got 0. That sounds pretty good to me. Wow, and you can hear this kick is drowning out our melody. We're going to group these, and I'm just going to take these plugins and put it on the group. I mean, we'll leave it there for now. We can always play with this later. Let's definitely make this louder, though. Let's see. You gotta always find the perfect level, which seems to be like right around 0, maybe plus a little bit. Oh, that sounds pretty good. We can always play with it later. Okay, let's get the 808 in here, and we could just use the spins that I already have loaded up. Any spins will work. It'll be the same thing. So let's go ahead and make this. And the 808 is going to be low, too. We're going to keep this at a low volume for these kind of beats. So we can pop, and we're going to follow those piano stabs as well. So I believe we had an A up here. Something like this. Let's hear it out. That's playing with the piano. It works really well. I'll probably turn this down quite a bit. We can even shorten this up a bit. Let's see. We'll do the fade out. In fact, we'll keep it a double up like the kick. Yeah, I like how that sounds better. Cool. Let's actually delay this off the grid a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down here and go for track options. And if we go into the negative milliseconds, it actually pulls it forward. So if we put the kick forward a little bit, like -1, it's going to have the kick play ahead of time. And what we're going to do is we're going to use these delays on some of our drums. So instead of having to go into the MIDI and adjust it every time, we can just delay it all off of the grid. Now, getting a pattern down, getting a bounce, it's good to go into the MIDI because things might be spaced differently between each of them, right? And this applies everything the same to the entire channel. Let's get a hi-hat now. And guys, if you're like, what the heck are all these samples coming from? This is my personal stash of all of my favorite samples from different sample packs. But if you're looking for good sounds for boom bap beats, I can recommend Cookin' Soul and Beat Butcha. If you get any of their packs, you're going to have some fire sounds. That's pretty much all I use. Let's get a hat. This one sounds dope. Let's try this. One trick I've seen a lot of people do is they'll just take these two off the grid and they'll leave the other one. So it'll be on the grid, off, off. Let's try this out. So if we take this one quite a bit off, maybe we'll pull this one forward a little bit. Yeah, something like that sounds really cool. Let's duplicate that across now. We'll play with these velocities too. Maybe we'll bring this one down. Maybe we'll do something like this. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what sounds good. Something like that. Let's get some reverb on here too. I'm going to get Valhalla. I like to use this room for my hi-hats, open hats, cymbals, stuff like that. Yeah, I'm going to play around with this a little bit. It's dragging a little too far for my comfort, so I might take this one back just a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, you want to play with this and get it to sound how you want. Snare. Let's find a snare as well. Let's go back to our BAP. Let's just put something in here and we'll figure something out a little bit later. So let's get a regular ass pattern in here. That one sounds pretty cool. Yeah. And then we can go ahead and make the snare go behind the grid. And instead of dragging the MIDI off, because what if we want to change it? So we can just do this maybe 2 or 3 on the milliseconds. Let's see. Let's do 3. So we'll do 1 on this since we already have these programmed inside the MIDI. Yeah, and what we'll do is we have the kick coming a little early. Maybe we have the snare play a little bit late. So maybe we do like 3, maybe 2. That sounds good. Same with the hi-hats. We did them a little bit inside the MIDI, but we could do a little bit. Just keeping everything from hitting at the same exact time is going to allow each element to stand out a little bit better. Like one here. So another thing I've noticed with these kind of beats is when you have stuff off the grid, when you try to do something normal, it's like sometimes it won't work. So you got to pull this back a little bit. Like, listen to this. It does not sound right, but if we pull this back, hold on. If we pull this back, it's Control Z, or not, fucking Ableton, we can actually pull this back. Let's see how this sounds. Maybe pull this back. Maybe pull this back down below both of them. Maybe we pull this one a little more. Cool, and we just duplicate that once. Keep it super simple. And maybe we take everything in here. Maybe just turn these up a little bit more. We'll pull these up a little bit. You could pull these back a little more. We could play around with this, you know, get these to sit right. There we go. See, that drag really makes it, really establishes that bounce. Let's put an open hat in here too, so let's find like a real sounding open hat, which we have open hats in here as well, so let's jump in here. Maybe something like that. Yeah, like that. That was cool. Yeah, we gotta also take out the hi-hat where this is playing so it feels right. We could also take this off the grid a little bit too, so maybe we'll pull this one back like 3 milliseconds. Let's also duplicate this out another time. We could do like a little bit of a drum roll as well, that might be cool. Let's get an audio track here and see what we can do.
2 hours later.
Let's pull this in here. And we can stretch it a little bit. Let's warp it. And we want this to maybe sit on that line a little bit better. Yeah, let's do that. So we'll pull it back. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Okay, let's also, we're going to duplicate this over right here. And honestly, we could pull everything out right here, all the other drums, so that it kind of takes the stage. Honestly, that would be cool if that, like, maybe what if we did that with this too? Yeah, that's kind of cool. Okay. Cool. Cool. Let's go ahead and copy all of this over. Yeah, we'll take this first, just because it's kind of overlapping. It's a little bit weird, so duplicate this over. Let's get a bass guitar in here as well. That could be really cool. The old like Dr. Dre Slim Shady beats, or the dun 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 dun. It always sounds so cool with that super dope bass sound that they use. Let's try to do something similar, like maybe a distorted, like heavy guitar. And let's go to Contact, because I like to use Rickenbacker bass. That is my favorite real sounding bass. Let's try this out. And we'll go ahead and turn these notes off for now. Awesome, here we go. Contact 7, gotta love it. All right, here is the Scarby. We're gonna click this. And what you gotta do with this new thing, I like to open up the rack view to see the different presets. Actually, some of these are right in here too, so that's pretty cool. Let's try out one of these. I like, you hear the high end in that? That's why that's good, because we want it to be like dun dun, you know, dun dun. So, maybe we'll play around on the keyboard. Let's see, what note? Dun dun dun, right there, dun dun dun. Oh, that's what's going on. So okay, we have the kick ducker, which is kind of messing it up because I'm trying to get the pattern down, but we'll put that back on later. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Maybe another one right here. Dun dun. And the length of this really matters, so, because it makes a big difference, especially with this instrument. See what I'm saying? Okay, so I like that. Let's actually duplicate this. I want to try to make this bass like super wide. I want to try something out here. Always got to experiment a little bit. Let's go ahead and group these. This will be the bass group. Okay, and then let's go ahead and pan. Okay, yeah, let's put this off because I think this is from the 808. Yeah, so let's do that. If we want to do it, we'll do it to the group. Let's go ahead and pan one all the way to the left and one all the way to the right. And we can turn these all the way up too, and we'll play with this. That's disgusting. That sounds awesome. In fact, what if we throw a little OTT sauce on here as well, just to kind of get those highs out a little bit more? Sounds badass. Let's also put the archetype Corey Wong on here. This is the plugin that I use on my basses, guys, to get it to sit a little bit better. And there's a couple presets that I really love right here that he made. This P bass, J bass, yeah. Let's see. Ooh, hold up. Ooh, yeah, see what I'm saying? That's disgusting. Hold up. I almost think like maybe we play with these a little bit. In fact, maybe we just have it only come in once in a while. There we go. Keep it fresh. No, yeah, let's pull it back. I want to make it work, so we got to make this work. Let's actually take these two. Maybe that'll work better. like that. And then dun dun dun. Yeah, maybe we just like we go up. I know this isn't in the scale, but you'll see people do this all the time. If it sounds good, it sounds good. So let's try going up one note and see how that sounds. Oh, that sounds cool. Dun 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 dun. Okay. Let's put this Corey type or Corey type. Maybe we'll do a little more too. Let's see. Maybe. There really is something to say about putting a little bit in the amount, then adding just a touch more afterwards. It really does help bring out the highs a little bit. It adds a lot. Cool, let's add a bust, because with these beats, the drums are usually bust up. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to bust these bad boys up. So let's actually add a return track. So I'm going to insert return track right here. And we can call this like the drum bus. And what we can do now is we can send the drum bus there. So this is going to be like another layer. So it's just going to play the drums a second time now. So anything we affect to it, it's like doing that grouping effect where you group it and you add one dry layer, one wet. But we're just doing it with the return channel. So I'm going to use Mixbox. I love this plugin. It's really great for just adding a lot of effects, and it has like a lot of really nice presets as well, especially for drum buses. But feel free to use your favorite compressors, your favorite distortion plugins. You can go crazy with this, reverbs, however you want your drums to sound. There is no right or wrong way to do this. And there's lots of plugins that have drum bus presets, just like this one as well. This is not the only one. But Mixbox, badass. There is a free version of this, but the paid version has all the presets and way more stuff in it. So if we go down to drums, you'll see like this whole drum thing right here is badass. So any of these is probably going to sound pretty good. Let's check this out. In fact, what we're going to do is, instead of having this as a second layer, let's just set this to sends only. So the drums are going completely here. I think I like this in drum ensemble. I think I like this one the most. In fact, no, let's set it back to main. We'll just have it do it. I like how it sounds like that better. Also, with this bass group, let's go ahead and put that kick ducker on there as well, because I can hear that the bass is actually blocking out some of the kick hits. I want to find some sort of vox we can throw in here as well. We found this one. So let's throw this in here a little bit. And we'll keep this out of the drum group for now, because we're going to process the drums separately, so.
Labels won't
jock me. Maybe we go, let's also make sure this is on time really quick. Pull this back a tiny bit.
Labels won't jock me.
Do this. Boom.
Jock me.
Maybe we do this. I'm just hearing it in my head.
Labels won't jock me.
Jock me.
Labels won't jock me. Jock me.
Dun dun dun. Your labels won't drop me.
Labels won't jock me. Jock me.
Maybe we have this come in on just these last two, so we could do something like this. Let's also get that replica again.
Labels won't jock me.
We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna go ahead and boost this up, group it, and we'll turn.
Labels won't jock me. Jock me.
Let's turn this down quite a bit.
Labels won't jock me.
Let's put a fab filter on here. I almost want it to have like that phoning effect so it sounds like, yeah, we're just gonna take out the highs. All right, let's change this color. Maybe we'll make it blue. From here, let's start messing this beat the heck up. So I got a special plugin for you guys. I don't know of any Ableton stock plugins that can go quite as crazy as this one. You can play around with it and see what you can come up with, but this is a plugin of its own. I'm talking about Decimort. This is my favorite bit crushing plugin, and it goes crazier than most. And we're gonna put this right at the beginning of our master here because we're gonna go ahead and go whammy-dammy crazy on this. All right, here we go. So this thing has so many good presets, but you can feel free to just start tweaking this thing. But I like, you know, we're gonna go some presets. There is no right answers to whatever you like, you go ahead and use. This is a cheat code for not only boom bap drums, but also for, what's that other? Also, check out this one. You could use this preset somewhere in your beat, like maybe for 4 or 8 bars, it goes into this mode. After 4 bars, it comes back in. We'll keep it there for now. What I actually want to do is we're going to throw some vocals in here so I can show you guys how well this actually works. But what I want to do is I don't want that effect to go on the vocals. So let's make another return track here. And we're going to call this one pre, for the pre-master, basically. Because we're going to send certain stuff here to be mastered separately from everything else. So I want to leave my clipper on the master. Everything needs to be clipped. But on the pre-master, let's go ahead and put the Decimort. Cool, now it's not going to do anything because we have to route everything there. So what we can do now is we can turn this to sends only, and we can route this there as well. Okay. We're going to send everything to the pre-master. So we're going to take our Vox here, we'll name it really quick, and then we'll go ahead and put this to sends only as well. Send it to the master. The pre-master, I should say. We'll do the same thing with our bass group, sends only, pre-master. In fact, maybe a little bit of this would sound good, the drum bus with that bass. In fact, no, we're gonna skip the pre-master with that. Yeah, let's do it like that, because I don't like how it sounded there. Nope, we'll keep the 808 the same too. Maybe we'll send the kick there. Let's see how the kick's sounding. If we put it on sends only, how does this sound? No, so we're going to keep this on main as well. Put this down, and maybe we'll use a little bit of this. Lastly, let's grab our melody group right here, and we're going to do the same thing. Sends only. Yeah, so we only have our bass going through. Perfect. And guys, you can go ahead and change this preset to be whatever you like. The Decimort crap it's crazy. Oh, I like this punchbox one. In fact, let's try sending everything else there now. Let's try the bass and let's see how this is gonna sound. I want to send the 808s there as well. So we'll turn this to sends only, turn this to sends only. So basically everything's going to the pre-master. Sends only. Okay, I think we're good. We did the vocals? Yeah. There we go. Okay, the vocals that we're going to put in here are actually in a different scale, so we have to pitch it up one or... Yeah, we have to pitch it up an octave here. Okay, let's bring the vocals in, and we're going to skip the pre-master and go straight to the master because of that. So we'll go ahead and put our vocals at the top here, at the very top, above the melody and everything else. We got a good old Griselda beat. This isn't a studio acapella, even though it says it. It's close. It's not quite there, but it's decent. I'm gonna show you a trick on how we can squeeze a little more out of it because it's not perfect. But let's let it load in here real quick. All right, here's the vocals. Okay, here we got the vocals, and we can line this up in a second. It's pretty much on point. But let's go to our pre-master one more time. I want to put a fab filter on here. And I want to duck some of the higher presences in his voice. So where some of the curves in his voice are peaking the loudest, that way his voice can shine through over our beat if the highs are crazy in our beat, the hi-hats or something's crazy. So what you want to do is you want to sidechain this to the vocals right here if you have Pro Q3. And then what I did is I found those little sibilances in the voice, the spots where they peak the most, and I'm doing a dynamic graph. So every time they talk, it's going to go ahead and duck that.
Been taking 3. Taking 3.
Okay, yeah, we gotta go down a semitone, not up.
Been taking 3 flavors. Shoot the nigga now, we speak later. Up with the got the Mac whip.
But yeah, after you set it to the vocals there, if you have Pro Q3, we can use that to go ahead and sidechain to our beat. So all the sibilances in the voice are gonna duck every time the voice is talking. You just gotta make sure this is on. And it's gonna dynamically do it to whatever you're sidechaining.
Been taking 3.
So I'll show you the spots too. We got 1575. 3170, 626, 325, and I'm taking like a dB, maybe a dB and a half at the most here.
Been taking 3 flavors. Shoot the nigga now, we speak later. Up with the got the Mac with me hit behind. Been taking 3 flavors. Shoot the nigga now, we...
Yeah, CPU's going a little crazy. I had to restart a couple times, but what I wasn't able to show you is that I went ahead and took the snare. I put it to 3. I believe it was on 3 already. We put this hi-hat back to 0 since it's already doing some stuff. I put the open hat on 5. That felt a little better to me, 5 milliseconds. And then the drum roll, we also put 5 milliseconds on that as well. And everything else is the exact same. Oh yeah, and then the kick I did -2 instead of -1. That's pretty much it, guys. And as far as arrangement with these beats, pretty much just the beat the entire way. You could take out the 808s, you could take out little things here or there, but it's pretty simple, man. Keep it simple, stupid. Kiss. Kiss. So thank you for watching along with this video. Definitely comment below if you like this series and what type of beat should I make next that's unedited, like this one. And if you guys want to see me make a crazy trap beat from scratch, you can check out this video next.